Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, April 9th. I'm Janine Samuels.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, a Maryland man suspected of plotting a terror attack is brought before a federal judge in Greenbelt this afternoon.
Our Melissa Wright was in the courtroom and joins us now with the details.
Thank you. A man who prosecutors say stole a U-Haul truck and drove to the National Harbor with the intentions of plowing into crowds and committing mass murder will remain in jail. 26-year-old Rondell Hembry came before a judge this afternoon at his detention hearing where he learned he will remain in custody until his trial date. Prosecutors allege Hembry plotted to commit a terrorist attack back in March after he stole a U-Haul truck and drove to the harbor where he planned to run down as many people as possible. Prince George's County Police Chief Hank Stawinski assured the community that this incident was not reflective of Muslim beliefs.
We do not tolerate intolerance. We do not tolerate violence. I personally want to reassure my community from my personal experience that this individual's views do not represent the Muslim community within Prince George's County, and I stand behind that statement strongly.
No word yet on Henry's trial date.
So, Melissa, why are prosecutors asserting that this is an alleged terror plot?
Well, according to them, they say that Henry discarded his cell phone along the interstate, and when they found that phone, they did find ISIS photos, propaganda that he was searching and looking through the internet, looking at videos of individuals being beheaded, and so assumed that this, in fact, is a terrorist attack.
And so what are they charging him with exactly?
So at this point, he's being charged with the crime of transporting a stolen vehicle across state lines, and this investigation is ongoing, so there could be additional charges as we go down further.
And this could be both local and federal charges?
That is in fact true.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Melissa. Well, a veteran firefighter killed serving his country will be forever remembered by his colleagues as an American hero. Staff Sergeant Christopher Slutman of the United States Marine Corps was killed when his convoy hit a roadside bomb in Afghanistan on Monday. Slutman spent 19 years with the Kentland Volunteer Fire Station on Landover Road. He also served as a fireman with the District of Columbia and the City of New York. Today, black bunting hangs over Station 33 to honor their beloved friend.
Chris was a tall guy, so he could sometimes find a way to hide in the corner of a room and come out with a really great quip or a funny joke. But most of all, he was a heck of a fireman, and he lived a good life that helped others. Some folks that'll never know his name, but he was the definition of what it meant to be an American.
And there's no word on funeral arrangements at this time.
Now, as Maryland continues to mourn the loss of House Speaker Michael Bush, Congressman Steny Hoyer honors him on Capitol Hill. Speaking on the House floor today, Hoyer called Bush a champion for Maryland. He cited his leadership on health care, marriage, equality, and the fight for $15 minimum wage.
Michael Bush's positive impact on Maryland will be felt for literally decades to come. He was a good and decent person who sought to elevate our politics during an age when too many, unlike him, had brought our politics low. I hope my colleagues, Mr.
Bush, who was 72 years old, died on Sunday from pneumonia.
As the 90-day Maryland General Assembly session adjourned yesterday, lawmakers passed a number of bills in the final hours. One will replace the University of Maryland Medical System Board with new members and ban them from having financial relationships with the institution. Meantime, important measures passed in the final days that include a statewide minimum wage increase, a prescription drug affordability board, and a Clean Energy Jobs Act. State lawmakers passed more than 850 bills during this legislative session.
Maryland State Police have identified the victim in today's early morning fatal crash near I-495. He's 23-year-old Tervon Edwards. Troopers say Edwards lost control of his vehicle and landed off the roadway under a tractor trailer in a parking area near Exit 3 in Oxon Hill. He was pronounced dead on the scene. No word yet on what caused the crash.
Police are looking for a suspect who broke into a woman's Landover home and touched her inappropriately. According to detectives, a man entered the home through an unlocked window in the 3000 block of Meadow Trail Lane early on Sunday morning. After the encounter, the suspect then fled. Police say he was wearing dark clothing at the time. In a similar incident at a nearby home, a suspect broke into a woman's home and sexually assaulted her back in January. Anyone with information on either incident is asked to contact police.